Hey the Exiles, Exile Phoenix here with an update on my minion build. Now, first things first, if you have not seen the previous version of this guide, I suggest that you go and watch it because that is on a budget and this is somewhat of a high end one. The link to that video will be in the description below, so please find your way from there. As you have seen in the highlights at the start, I have pretty much completed the almost the entire atlas. In fact, if you can have a look at this, so all the maps are complete, all the bosses are complete, all the arbiters are complete, all the deliriums are complete, all the rituals are complete, all the bridges are complete, but I do not have a single point expedition because it's not worth it, I think. But yeah, so this build is the build that carried me through this game, and hopefully maybe there will be more updates later on, but right now I'll go through it really quickly so that you can start working on your character as well. Okay, I've made some changes. Let's go ahead and look at the passive tree first. I have made some changes in the passive tree. What happened here is that everything else, everything that you have seen before is the same on the passive tree, except for this jewel here. Now this is a megalomaniac. It is, I think, somewhat around 2 divines when I bought this. So pliable flesh and personal touch are not important for me or for this build. What we need is two-pronged attack. So two-pronged attack comes from somewhere down here. Yeah, this is two-pronged attack. You can either get two-pronged attack or resourceful ally, depending on whatever is cheapest. So I put this on. My minions will be doing 25% more damage, and the other two also are enabled, but it's not important for this build. All right. Everything else I've spoken about. The jewels, I have not updated them. I have not updated any of the jewels, so it's the same as before. All right. Let's move on to the gear change. Now here's the main change, I would say. I have my scepter still the same scepter with +4 to level of minions and critical chance and spirit and increased damage. What I've changed is the shield, the Oxwound shield, which gave me 50 spirit. I've changed it into a trench timber with +3 to level of all minion skills. Everything else doesn't matter for this build, only the +3 level matters. And I put in 2 soul cores, one which gives 15 spirit, so I have 30 spirit. This means that I get one more skeletal sniper from this club. Alright. The helmet is the same as before. I have not changed it. It comes with a glacial rune just to satisfy my elemental resistances. The amulet, I have changed it altogether. I have gone for something with 37 spirit, more chaos resistance, more fire resistance, and +3 to level of minion skills with the same allocation, Deadly Swarm. Now, when I said in the previous video that Fireflower will be best in slot, I was considering it without the Trench Timber, of course. Fireflower is best until you get something like this. This cost me, I think, about 15 divines for the amulet itself, and then I corrupted it and I got +6 to all elemental resistances. So it's pretty costly. Until you can afford something like this, I suggest that you stay with the Fireflower. Alright. The mantle, the body armor is the same with some spirit and all into iron runes for getting much energy shield. The rings, I have gone with one Ventus Campbell, which gives me spirit and resistances and some life. And the other one is intelligence and strength and some resistances for chaos and lightning. Now, intelligence-wise, why we need the intelligence is because at level 20, skeletal snipers and skeletal reavers, the requirement is 206 int. So it is a big amount of intelligence. We also need 73 strength for our body armor. And also we need some dexterity to satisfy the requirement of the support gems. So that is why I've gone for this. And then the belt is, of course, ingenuity. Now this is a very low roll. 56% corrupted is about 4 divines on the market. I did not want to upgrade this anymore, just because it's not needed. If you get to above 75%, you will get more spirit on the ring, and then you will be able to raise one more skeletal sniper, so you'd have 17 of them. Of course, if you got the money, you can upgrade to 75 above, and all the strength and the intelligence bonuses would be nice. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about the gloves. I've changed the gloves to get some more energy shield and to satisfy intelligence, cold, and chaos resistance with some life. That is all that is. It comes with a desert ruin for fire resistance. And finally, the boots. I think it's the same as the one that I've showcased before. I have not changed this. It comes with +2 maximum for light resistance and +1 to maximum fire resistance, which is important because of the ascendancy. And it comes with the runes itself, +1 to maximum fire resistance. Alrighty, so that's everything. For the gear section, the flasks, I have not looked at this flask ever after I got into maps, and the mana flask is the same, and I'm still running the same chaos chaos charm. Let's look at the resistances. My resistances are pretty kept. I mean, yeah, all of them are kept. Chaos is at 62, which is a problem. I have 531 spirit. Energy shield is at 4743. Because of Grim Feast, of course, this doubles, which is very good. And I've got some armor. It's not much, it doesn't matter anyway. Only the armor only comes from this body armor. Alrighty, let's move on to the gems. Now here's another change. Since we don't have the Orc Sworn, we lose Race Shield. We'll have to go with Mace Strike. So to switch out, you press Power Siphon the same way usual. You blink around, and then when you press Mace Strike, all the minions comes back up. You can skip this animation, this right-click animation, by clicking and then dodging. Click and dodge. You can skip the animation entirely. Okay. So we'll not be putting anything in Malice as usual. Mace Strike, nothing. Now the changes I've made are for Infernal Hound, Reaver, and Sniper. Infernal Hound, the gems would be as such. Mid Shield, Exploit Weakness. This was on the Snipers, but I put it on the Infernal Hound. This also means that the Infernal Hound cannot break armor. Discombobulate, they cause more days build up. And Overpower, which causes more stun build up. And Ruthless, which is even more stun build up every 5th attack. So Discombobulate is important because of the physical damage dealt. If you look at the physical damage, the basic damage is 14,000 damage per second, 14,000, and when you put down the offerings, it goes up to 35,000. So all of that physical damage will be converted to days as well. All right. For Reavers, I have a level 20 gem. As you can see from global modifiers, that is from my tree. Sorry, not from my tree, from my gear. I get +12 to all of these Reavers. Now I get 20 from the gem itself, and they cost 27 spirit. Now let's move on to the support gems. There's Splinter, which breaks armor. Demolisher, again more armor break. Break posture, when they break armor, they daze enemies, which lasts for 6 seconds. Daze is basically, it would lead to more stun buildup, quicker stun buildup. And then corrosion, uh, poison damage breaks armor, and we put the end venom on skeletal reavers so that they poison on hit, and this has direct relation to corrosion. Now the damage on them would be not much, but they break a lot of armor in such little time. I don't have to throw down my vulnerability most of the time to break armor right now. Okay, let's move on to snipers. I have 16 snipers now. Martial Tempo, Heft, Feeding Frenzy, and for bossing, this is very important because it gives you so much more damage. But the only downside is that gas arrow explosion will not do any damage at all. This is good because we would be wasting our mana on 2 offerings, and we can look at the skill effects and the skills of bosses and dodge them properly without casting this all the time. But they do 35% more damage, and then we have Fire Mastery. Now you can put down Physical Mastery, you can put down Fire Mastery, you can put down Minion Mastery, you can put down Chaos Mastery. Any of them work on Skeletal Snipers because they have all of them. Okay. So the support gem is level 20. Sorry, the gem is itself 20, and then plus 1 level from support, that is Fire Mastery. And also the quality is at 23 because quality decreases the reservation. So that's why if I did not have this, I will not be able to put in 16 skeletal snipers. I would be able to put in only 15 of them. So this is important. Let's look at the damage numbers. Without offerings, they do, let's take a look at this, 34,000 damage. Let's put down the offerings. They do 92,000 damage per sniper. So that is 16 into 92,000, which is a lot, as you have seen in the highlights. At the end of my guide, there will be highlights. Well, not highlights, full runs of maps and skills and all the bosses. So it is a lot of damage, and it is free damage. You don't have to do anything. They do everything for you. You just have to throw down Bone Spirit and Pain Offering. Sorry, Bone Offering and Pain Offering. Let's move on to Pain Offering. I have not changed anything here. Ablation, Macabre, Persistence, and Font of Rage. Vulnerability will be Hex Bloom, Cursed Ground, and Ritualistic Curse. Once again, you will not be using this at all during maps. Only when there are bosses, like Pinnacle bosses, you will throw this down so that they stay in one place and their armor gets broken faster. And then Blink would be in your offhand, as in not offhand, the second weapon slot, with Second Wind, which gives 2 blinks. Bone Offering, I have changed this a little. Font of Blood, which grants you life regen around the offering, more effect, as in more area of effect, and Font of Mana, which grants 40% increased mana regen. So what you need to do is you need to throw down Bone Offering first, so that your mana regens quickly, and then throw down Pain Offering. And you can see the rage building up, and all of those fonts come up here on your screen. So you have effect. So if you go out of range here, I throw this down and I go out of range. It's a lot of range. So from here to here, this the effect is there. And with Bone Offering, let's look at the range. I throw this down, I go here, so it's somewhere around here. Yeah, it's still a lot of range. Since your minions are always together and you're in between your minions, it's good. Okay, Skeletal Storm Mage, only one of them with Conduction, Stormfire, and Causing Current. Now, I have explained this before as well. Stormfire because your Hellhound ignites enemies, and when they're shocked by the Storm Mage, the shock does not expire, so it remains until it dies. 2 Skeletal Clerics with Ingenuity, Last Gasp, and Arcane Tempo for more casting speed. This is because we need the casting speed on them. When I enrage my Reavers, their health drops, and see how fast the Clerics keep healing them. Look at this. The cast speed is really nice. So they don't keep on casting forever because they get healed that much. Okay. And then Grim Feast with nothing. I have taken off Clarity. It's just Grim Feast now. And it will give you double the amount of energy shield that you have as such. So I've got 9,486 energy shield in total. And each remnant grants you 1,148 energy shield. So this is pretty good even while bossing. Leap Slam, I don't use it. You just put it in. I don't have a socket. This does not work. It will say that I do not have a socket. I was just testing some things out. Yeah, and that's it, folks. I mean, I think I'm all very much done with the game right now. I would probably look at other builds, making other builds. I was thinking of running a Chayula build because nobody has run a Chayula build, and whatever is there kinda is bad when compared with every other ascendancy. But we'll see how it goes. Also, I think that I will be posting a video later on how to trade and make currency quicker, because within like 5 days I earned about 5,636 exalts. Sorry, 6,000. And I also bought the items that I have, which costed me about 50 divines or so. So yeah, I will be making a guide on how to make money. And yeah, and that's it. I hope you have fun with this build. I have been getting good feedback for everybody who's run it. And I really hope that you will be able to complete everything with this build, and I'm sure that you will be able to. See you in Red Class Exiles.